Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Let me bring what I have today. Remember, the time is moving and I've been away I'm on the move. I'm not in one place at the moment. I'm on the move. It's been a while since I've been here online, so I thought let me bring this to your attention and update you about the current situation. Right? I made a video and I said that the tensions are still high within the Zanu PF. That's about 11 days ago. I want people to revisit that, listen to it very attentively, and you will see exactly what I said. Then I did another video and I said Zanu PF realigning party ethos. Some people did not understand. The comments were so denigrating, but the truth is now coming out. Time has since flown and now reality is being seen. Let's revisit. I always say verify and judge a person by the content they produce and see the result that comes with it. You will see who is close to the truth or who is within the truth circles. Right. We have now seen Honorable Mzembi coming back to Zimbabwe. Did I not tell you that there's now a secret meeting for re-engagement that's taking place behind? And people were all over. You know, at times before, like I keep telling people, before you put your comments, if you're not agreeing or you're not so sure about what's being posted, it's always excellent to keep your mouth and just observe. Very important, people learn to do that. Right. Comrade Mzembi has been in Zimbabwe the last about 3 days ago. And I had posted days before he came because I knew exactly what was happening behind the scenes. And I say they have engaged now into talks. I have questions now that I would want you to that I would need to ask, and I'll be needing answers from people that follow these stories, so that you don't make yourself vulnerable, and at the very same time you don't endanger your life. I'm not teaching people to be cowards, but I'm teaching people to be careful. Right? First and foremost, do you know there was money that was deposited in Nyokayama Bono's account? I'm not talking about the money for sofas here. I'm talking about the 1 million. Do you get time? Do you get to sit down and introspect into these things? Don't you ask yourself questions? Who deposited that money? And after that money was deposited, it was frozen and withdrawn. How did that manage to happen? You know, you cannot put money into somebody's account, then you withdraw it as well. It means to say there is a person behind it, or there was a person, if not people behind. Have you taken your time to try and find out who those people were? People don't seem to sit down and take a look at all these things. Question number 2. When Nyokayama Bono was said to have been abducted or arrested or was said to be in prison, do you know he used to speak on his phone while he's in prison, while he's arrested? How was he being made to access his phone? You know, in a prison, you're not allowed to access your phone easily, just like that. Then at the very same time, he kept giving you messages, encouraging you people about what you call a chimurenga, which you are following. But you could tell from his tone that he's not the usual self. And still he was telling people to soldier on. Right now he's said to be asking if he can have a phone. He wants to speak. He's now craving. Where did the phone that he had go? Where did it go? You don't ask yourself those questions. The third thing, when his phone was confiscated or taken over, or whenever he was abducted, as said, his phone was taken over. All those people that used to communicate with Nyokayama Bono, texting, messages, and whatever, do you know that you are all listed down and you are known who the culprits are, what it is that you're discussing about? Sit down, relax. Start to think very deep. If you're one of those people who was doing all that, you definitely know that your life is now also on the line, because information is now being confiscated. Then you hear about stones, very same thing, phones being stolen from the second lady's shop in Borodale. If phones are being taken, it means to say contacts and communications are being tracked, and they want to see who is talking with who is liaising with who. So if you have been texting or you have been part of that, it means to say, obvious, you are now on the records. Sit down, think. Why are you not asking yourself these questions? And why are you not trying to find answers? I then said, communications have started behind the scenes. The engagement of Geza and Zanu PF has started. I definitely knew who was funding Geza, and now they have come. Geza, I told you, is not an outsider. He is a member of Zanu PF. And I've on so many occasions reiterated that this is a Zanu PF in-house divide. Now we are getting to see it. Honorable Mzembi comes to Zimbabwe for the first time from ever since the time he left and went into exile. He is now back in Zimbabwe, sitting on the very same table with the sitting president that he ran away from. This is how ZANU operates. The former First Lady Grace Mugabe was at the inauguration of the thing, of the Geopomona Day. The people are starting to engage. Very soon, Jonathan Moyo is going to be landing in Zimbabwe from ever since the time he left. ZANU PF being ZANU PF. The Nyokayema Bunu squad was dangling with the G40. It's a ZANU PF connection. So there's a time people have to understand that intelligence in politics is beyond what people can assume, what people can understand. Right now we have got people who don't know who was funding Nyoka. The minute you know that, that's when you'll see that most people endanger their lives. At the very same time, the comms that were made between Nyoka and other people, and it's all out, it's all documented, it's all on a piece of paper. Right. There's also another issue that's going to be coming out, although I don't think this one they're going to be putting it public, about the police officer from the Interpol who was sort of like, let me say harassed, I don't want to say close to manhandled, who was sort of like harassed at the courts. People were foolish enough to put their faces on there. I can tell you there's something brewing. It's not anything that's going to come on public domain, but action is going to have to be taken. So if your face appeared there, just make sure that you are now playing it safe from here on. I said ZANU PF is realigning its party ethos. So the G40 is part of ZANU PF. It's another divide of ZANU PF. That's why you are seeing now they are being invited. Right. The people that that Comrade Geza thought they were standing with, there was serious infiltration. Remember, I once spoke about the infiltration of the Geza camp. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you. Now it's all laid bare. Where to now from here? Who is standing with the spoken leader of VP Chiwenga? At the very same time, don't forget, Comrade Manize came out lashing out at the VP. The divide is real. But who has sided with who? In siding, if you're a standout person, it means to say you cannot jump boat anymore. You have endangered your life. Who was taken from what position? Was it genuine or was it a plan? Who was planted where? There's still a lot of questions that you cannot find answers for. But you should understand that you are dealing with a person who has played politics for more than 45 years. I once told you that the sitting president, the only thing that he knows in his life is politics. His sports is politics. His social life is politics. His job is politics. Anything that you want to talk about to him is going to be politically related, because that's how he understands. That's the language that he understands. Right now we have a situation where it's going to be very difficult, very, very difficult for a lot of people. If you listen to the broadcast that was done by Pardon Gambakwe, when he was talking to the solicitors or the lawyers, as you say, the lawyers that were handling the Nyoka Mabunu issue, they said it's getting complicated simply because the judge said he cannot put a ruling to it because it's a political matter. It's a political matter. So whatever is being said and things that are being said to be trumped up charges, you must know that everything is sitting on the fact that at the end of the day, it's a political matter. And as you can sense and tell, any case by now could have been dismissed. But you must understand the brotherhood within countries. South Africa and Zimbabwe. The brotherhood within countries, the presidents, they speak. The diplomats, they speak. And if they want their men, they will do everything within their respect of friendship to make sure that they get their men. I told you, the longer they keep him there, they know definitely they have muted the opposition, the opposing side. And as long as Nyoka Mabunu is locked in there, it's all working to destroy and disarm the opposition within the divide. So where does this leave VP Chiwenga? Because his name is the one that is being taunted by Geza. At the very same time, it's his name that came on public domain being denigrated by Honorable Manizi. The divide is real. But is it going to be mended? Or what's going to happen? Right now, I can openly tell you that the VP is just being managed. They are not going to kick him out. They are managing while he's tightening every corner before they start to deal with every person who wanted to play around with the system. So keep fasten your belts and keep watch. It's more to come. I just thought I do this video just to remind you of what I said about Zanu PF realigning its party ethos, bringing in the G40 people back into Zanu PF as a way of uniting, and then make sure that they face up to the opposing side of the taunted VP Chiwenga side. Things are not looking good. No, things are not looking good. And to those who are saying, I spoke to so-and-so, I spoke to so-and-so, it's okay. You can keep saying that. But I can tell you, this is exactly what I was telling you, that Zanu PF, they've engaged in talks. And now it's come to light. The talks are now ongoing. Very soon, Jonathan Moyo is going to be landing in Zimbabwe to confirm what I said. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll keep you informed. Have a good day.